third grade scientist, you should do that.
Hi, third grade scientists. It's Miss Mueller and Tori. We're going to be doing the erosion experiment. So what you'll need is this page. Hi. You'll also need, along with this page that was attached to your learning plan, are 3 piles of soil. I just used potting soil that I got from like a planter. If you have sand, you can use that. You're also going to need a straw to represent wind. If you don't have that, you can always, it's okay. You do not absolutely need a straw. You're going to need some ice to represent glaciers or ice, and then a spray bottle. If you don't have spray bottle, a cup of water will do. So what I'm going to show you now is just talk about erosion and what erosion is. So erosion is the process by which the surface of the earth gets worn down. So if you look at the background picture there, you can see there's grass, and then there's soil or earth, dirt, and then some more grass. This hill used to be all grass, and what happened was erosion. We can guess that it was either probably most likely erosion by water, or ice could also be like rain, like a lot of rain, like flooding. So erosion can be caused by natural elements such as wind and ice and water. So you have your experiment sheet with you, and this asks you to look at 3 different types of erosion. It's not 3 different types of soil, it's just erosion. So all of our piles have the same soil types and should be taken from the same place. So the first question is, what erosion agent, so that the agent means either wind, ice, or water, rain, has the biggest effect on soil, and why? So we're going to make a prediction: water with a spray bottle, wind with a straw, or ice with ice cubes. Glacier ice is represented by ice cubes. So I want you to pause this video if you haven't done it already and make your prediction. Fill out that prediction column there. Okay. I went ahead and did mine. I did not fill out the top part. I would like for you to, what you think is, you can either actually do it before or after your observations. I didn't want to put mine down because I don't want to sway what your thinking is, because actually I got it wrong. But I did say that water, that the sprinkles will move, will not move soil very much. So I thought water would be the weakest agent. Then I thought wind would blow maybe the top layer, so it would have a medium effect. And I thought ice would push the soil and have the biggest effect. So you go ahead and write down yours. They do not have to be the same as mine. This is just what I was thinking based on the materials in front. So now we're going to go ahead and do the experiment. So the first one was the water. So I have the spray bottle, and I'm going to spray. And as I get going, I can tell, let's see what you can see, that there is some erosion happening from the water. So where it used to be kind of dry down there, and now I see soil there. So that does have some effect. Okay, so that's the water, and I'll leave that right there so we know that first one is the water. Then the wind, I have my straw, and I'm just going to go as close without touching and go ahead and blow. And I want to kind of do it the same amount of time that I did for the water, but I can tell nothing's moving. If I were down here at the looser parts, I would have some effect, but up here on the hill, it does not have an effect. And that's why I said my original prediction wasn't that accurate, because I thought wind would have a bigger effect than rain, and I was wrong. So I'll have to change it on my observation. The last one was the ice. So I'm going to take an ice cube, and the directions say to go ahead and push. So I'm going to start from the top and push down. And right away, I can tell that ice there has the greatest effect. So we're going to go back to our presentation. And look at that for a second, and go ahead and look at what I had predicted, and then look at the actual effect. So the water had medium. It had some movement. So I was wrong about that one. Wind had the least effect, little movement. So those were kind of crisscrossed. But I was right about the biggest effect. That was the soil there. So you can take a minute and look at mine. It might be different. What I'd really like for you to do is share what you came up with. So you can email it to your teacher and ask to forward to Mrs. Mueller, or you can go ahead and email me directly, ask your parents how. I hope you had fun. I would love to see pictures of this. And I also know that science is all around you. So when you're thinking of things that maybe remind you of things that we did either with gravity or like push and pull when we did force and motion, swing sets, all of that stuff is science. Every time you cook, it's science. And I would love to see what you're doing. Yeah, I would love for you to fill me in. So I miss you guys and hope you're well. Yep, any questions, email me as well.